Friday.
Yeah, it is.
We've made it to the end of the week.
Yes,
I am dragging.
He is dragging.
I am dragging.
I'm excited.
Excited.
We're excited. We have a heck of a show. Hugh Freeze, we're going to play that interview for you from SEC Media Days that we did. Brock Bowers as well. I mean, it's a who's who. We got absolutely jam-packed. Little rapid fire. We have live call-ins. You want to talk some ball? Go ahead, blow that line up. 1-855-236-3228.
Or if you just want to talk.
Yeah.
You know, or if you
Get
just want to
something
have a
off your
combo.
chest.
You know, we can solve riddles,
We can solve problems.
solve trivia questions,
Life advice.
life advice. I mean, food recipes.
You going to keep hitting the chair? Like it's Blaine's. I'm
What's
kidding.
against me hitting the chair?
It just, like, I wonder if other people
I talk
can
with my
hear
hands.
it. Like, if I'm on audio, like, I think Blaine's communicating with somebody.
No way.
I think
this
it's Morse
affects audio.
code.
Oh, it's
Y'all accuse me of being a spy, but, like, I want to go back and just, if Blaine's Morse coding to someone.
See, I'm
Wait,
sending
has
the-
this all been a front?
I'm
because
sending the
you're
blue
really
dot.
the
Is that what
spy?
you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know, but
Brad
it's
Pitt, that one movie situation. I'm sending.
I just wonder if anybody else besides me just notices it.
Look, I want you to get some things off your chest about the movie last night.
Look, I'm going to get into
Sneak
that.
preview.
I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
I went and saw Oppenheimer last night. I want to get through this
Okay.
open
All right.
first, and then we'll dive. Maybe throw it in rapid fire or something like that.
All right, fair enough.
Yep. All right. Auburn coach Hugh Freeze joins us to preview the Tigers season. Georgia tight end Brock Bowers discusses the Bulldogs' mindset after winning back-to-back natties, and the Washington Commanders, but really Redskins, officially have a new owner. I'm Jake Crain. It's Flamin' Dragon Friday, and welcome to Crain & Company. Now, Auburn fans have had to roam the darkness for the last 3 seasons. The ending of the Gus Malzahn era was tough. The Harsin hostage crisis lasted 2 full years, while their 2 biggest rivals in Alabama and Georgia have been at their pinnacle, and neither seems to be going anywhere soon. Now, Auburn needed to make a great decision with the new head coaching hire going into 2022 and now 2023. Enter Hugh Freeze. Now, while he hasn't won a game yet, the lights seem to have been turned back on down on the plains. There's finally positive momentum in recruiting throughout the town and the program in general. And the mob of detractors, because of Freeze's checkered past, have gone somewhat silent. The roster's been dramatically transformed, especially up front, where it counts the most, even though there's still a lot of work to do, and Coach Freeze will tell you that. But Auburn isn't bringing a knife to a gunfight anymore. Hugh Freeze knows how to win in this league because, well, he's done it before. His downfall was self-inflicted, which can be fixed, and has been. Nobody is hungrier for a winner than Auburn, and no one is hungrier to make good on a second chance than Coach Hugh Freeze. Now, make all the jokes you want about his past mistakes, but if you really know him and what's in his heart, then you know Auburn has never been in safer hands. Sometimes it takes someone who's been through the mud to clean a place up, someone who was left to yesterday to make way for a better tomorrow. And it seems Coach Freeze is the right man at the right time in Auburn. Now, make no mistake, he needs to win on the field. We know that. He knows that. Everybody knows that. And there's going to be growing pains. But the machine in the 3-3-4 has been turned back on and is slowly starting to churn forward once again. The offensive line has proven talent that's been brought in via the transfer portal. The quarterback room seems to be in a better position, and the coaching staff is prepared to put the team in a place where they have a chance to actually win again consistently. Defensively, there are still some holes, but if a couple young guys step up, 2023 doesn't seem so bleak anymore. Now, we all know the schedule is always brutal for Auburn, and this year is no different. But there is some wiggle room for the Tigers to put together a solid year if they can catch a few breaks. And a surprise year could be in the works. But we all know if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. And either way you slice it, Auburn needed someone to come in and believe in it and love it. And in my opinion, they found the perfect guy. Bringing my co-hosts, former Michigan quarterback David Cohn, former Western State Colorado wide receiver and Morse code chair enthusiast Blaine Crain. It's Flamin' Dragon Friday. Let's go ahead and run it so we can get this counter started.
This is Flaming Dragon!
2.
2.
No hook?
No hook.
No hook.
No hook.
A potential push is out there.
Wow. Wow. What do you think the odds of?
I almost say we go 1.5.
If you don't play game, no. Let's keep it at 2. They give us 2. Like Vegas.
I mean, we'll go 1.5.
No,
No.
David. Why are we talking him down?
No.
2.
Why are you?
We'll
I
go
love
1.5.
2.
David, I love your
1.5.
confidence.
That's fine. You want to do
I'm just trying to. I was
do
trying
your
to
own
bring
stunts? That's fine.
I was trying to bring. Yeah, I'm trying to bring a lot of confidence and positivity to the.
Why not go a half?
No. See, this is what happens.
My player prop.
Little side bet.
That's your player prop?
Side bet?
So if you don't know, if you're joining us for the first time, on Fridays, it's Flaming Dragon Fridays. Look up, there's a dragon, and he's sitting to my right. I can't say his government-mandated name. I have to refer to him as Flaming Dragon, or as we like to call him, Flaming. So,
Yes.
See,
Or
I feel
flailing
like
duck.
it's to the point now.
Or flailing
right?
duck.
Like, it's to the point now where if I get like a Blaine kicked, right? If we get that, or if he calls me flaming, we're gonna start saying
No. You
that
don't make the
counts.
rules. You
but
don't.
yeah,
rules.
you must have thought
You're
this
not
saying
involved
that
in the
counts.
game.
You must have
and
thought
then
you
you're
would
the
make-
judge.
you must have thought
I
you
got the
charged.
committee together.
This is what I'm saying.
I've
You
got
need
the
to
committee.
stop making blank
As the-
statements
Like,
on the
see, that's one.
situation. No, it's
No,
not.
it's
See, I got like the committee, as in the booster club, said that should
But
count.
he's doing it on
Either
purpose,
way,
so he's
you know what?
aware.
Sorry, I'm just a man of the people. Is what the people want.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm pumped about Auburn football, to be honest.
it's
I'm excited for Auburn fans, man. Look, despite marrying an Alabama girl, I really love the town of Auburn. I love the people there. I love their passion for football there. You bring in Hugh Freeze, obviously a great football coach. He wants to prove himself in the SEC again, but you're also getting a guy who wants to prove himself as a man again.
That's exactly
And for
right.
some Auburn fans, his checkered past that you mentioned is already a non-starter for them. But I think the majority of Auburn fans see an opportunity for redemption in a guy, right? And you look at the schedule, we broke it down the other day. I don't think Auburn's going 6-6. I also don't think they're going to win 10 games, which means to me, 7-5, you're kind of looking at a
8-4 is
possible
out there.
floor. 8-4 is out there.
8-4 is out
and
there.
then if he can, if Hugh Freeze can come in here, especially these offensive coaches in year one, and maybe sneak a couple teams, maybe 9 wins is out there too, which at that point, you have to have a lot of confidence in the first season of Hugh Freeze. I mean, you get Georgia and Alabama both at home. Maybe you could sneak one of them at home, or one of these games on the road. And I'm talking about A&M on the road, LSU on the road, or Arkansas on the road.
Yeah.
One of those.
Auburn goes 9-3, and y'all know me. Nobody's harder on Auburn than me. I call it like I see it. Auburn hasn't sent me a check yet, but we're all a fan of somebody. Auburn goes 9-3. I'm outside giving strangers hugs. Like it's that type of situation. But when you look at it, when you take a step back and you look at what's happened in the roster, right? Supplementing the offensive line, which has been a big problem for Auburn. You bring in Peyton Thorne, but Hugh Freeze again. You bring up a great point, and it's something we've talked about multiple times on the show. When you get to the height of your profession, which coaching at a place like Ole Miss, having them number 1 in the country, beating Alabama, beating them with Bo Wallace at quarterback, running that system that was really interesting, and then you have it all taken away because of something you did, right? Or actions that derailed you, because it all shows up on the field eventually. You have your professional life flash before your eyes. It does something to you. And that's not even talking about, your family, what happens there. And Hugh Freeze was the first video interview we ever did when he was at Liberty. You remember that?
Oh, that was.
The first interview we ever did on
That's
video
right.
for the J-Boy show when you were running, production and stuff like that.
Yep.
It was him. And you remember he had that manila folder of what he would talk to his team about, being honest, being genuine. Here's how we can be better people. I need to be a better person. Here's how I feel like I can help affect you as a better person. And it wasn't just, you're great at running this route. We're going to do this against cover 2. We're going to do this as man beaters or in the run game. Now, when you take the off the field stuff away and you look at on the field, he talked about Phil Montgomery, the former Tulsa head coach, coming in as OC, who's going to call the plays. I think Hugh's 100% genuine with that. Now, Hugh also said it's his system, which is an RPO-based system, right? 3 surface method. You're able to affect 3 different layers, 3 different areas of the defense, so they can't really hone in on one thing. So bringing in Peyton Thorne from Michigan State, my question with Peyton Thorne, because I think the offensive line is going to be good enough.
Okay.
I think they will. Bringing in Britt from Western Kentucky, bringing in the guys from Tulsa, bringing in Avery Jones from East Carolina at center. And some of the depth that Auburn has returning, Cam Stutz, who was at SEC Media Day, I think they can get the job done. Not a ton of depth, but they can get the job done. But when you're running that RPO style of system, it's just like running the zone read. If you want it to work at its maximum efficiency, the quarterback has to be a threat to run. Is Peyton Thorne in the SEC athletic enough to scare defenses enough to be able to have them have to honor the quarterback run game? Because it opens everything else. And then on the flip side, can Robbie Ashford throw the ball well enough consistently to have defenses be afraid of his arm to open up that elite run game? They're kind of inverses, right? They're opposites of each other. That's what remains to be seen. What they brought in at the skill position from all over the country, I think you're going to see a different level of player. There's some young guys on defense. The Falk kid I'm really excited about. You brought in McAllister. You brought in McLeod, some pass rushers. That's the biggest question on defense is the pass rush. But you have a coaching staff that knows they can do it, a head coach that has done it before, an experienced quarterback if Peyton Thorne wins the job, which I think Robbie Ashford's still going to have a say in that. And then you look at the schedule. I mean, Flaming, at the end of the day, when you look at this Auburn team, you've got really good instincts. How are you feeling over there?
I'm deathly terrified, to be honest. Every Saturday, I'm going to be deathly terrified and afraid. Because I don't
Naked
know.
and afraid?
I don't know. I really don't know. We flex sealed a lot of places, right? Especially up front in the portal.
Flex seal works.
It does.
You see that fat guy on the boat?
I mean,
he's not sinking.
Every time I see it, the commercial, I want to buy one, but I never do. That's what scares me, right? I want to buy into Auburn, all right? But I don't know if I will. I don't know about the quarterback situation. You're only as good as your quarterback. I'm sorry.
I just told you. Don't worry. I just talked about it.
Peyton Thorne. Congrats. Congrats. Maybe a 6.5 on a good day. We'll see. First date. Probably need to go swimming. Probably wears a lot of makeup. Robbie Ashford. He's a receiver. Robbie's a receiver.
Jordan Travis is a receiver from Florida State. I'm not saying Robbie Ashford, Jordan Travis.
Then what are you saying?
That type, you can win with that type player in this system. This isn't a pro-style system. They're not getting in 12 personnel and just dropping back and going through reads and, hey, let's make sure we hit the tight end.
You going to win with Robbie Ashford this year?
Say that again?
You going to win with Robbie Ashford this year?
Well, I'm talking about in this system. I think Peyton Thorne's going to win the job, but I think they're going to use Robbie in 3rd and short, 4th and short, red zone, gadget plays.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you guys next. Is there a scenario here for Auburn football where a 2-platoon system is actually beneficial throughout the majority of the season?
70-30, if it's 70-30 in my opinion. I don't think.
Because I'm usually against that. Yeah, you are too. But there's situations where it can work. I'm thinking back to Michigan when Cade McNamara was the steady Eddie guy and they brought J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, it's basically a wildcat role.
Okay.
Is wildcat is
how do you do that
a mild
getting
cat
so
because he can throw it.
Well, that's funny. How do you do that without getting so predictable that you know every time Robbie Ashford's coming in, it's going to be a run play?
Well, I think because Robbie Ashford can throw the ball well enough. I mean, you see the way he ended the year last year against Alabama, the way he threw the ball, has a lot of confidence. He's never going to be Drew Brees or Dan Marino, but it's not like you're putting a true running back there where the tendencies are just through the roof. I mean, on 3rd and 1, I always think about it from a defensive coordinator standpoint. If it's 4th and 1 and you brought Robbie Ashford in, even in jumbo personnel, heavier personnel, 13, 22, stuff like that, I'm still not saying, all right, it's definitely a run. It's when I can't tell my players that because all of a sudden you get downhill and ahead of steam, tight end just slips right by you. I mean, Auburn could come out in 10 personnel in 4th and 1 or go to empty and you don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's and then in the red zone when the field shrinks. But that's why I call it the mild cat, not the wildcat, right? Because the wildcat, like, all right, it's about to get weird. He's going to run the ball. All right, how are they going to run it? What type of gap scheme or type of, Wonderum Emporium or Willy Wonka's factory run play is this going to be? Or there may be a jump pass, right? Right. But with Robbie Ashford or something like that can actually throw, now it makes it a lot more intricate. You can't just go in there and say, all right, there's a 95% chance this is happening. So I think it's interesting. Defensively, I think it's the biggest question. It's not offense.
Please run in on 4th and 1. Please run in on 4th and 1. Please don't throw it with Robbie. Please don't do that.
I'm not.
Well, it wouldn't be a straight throw. He's talking about RPO.
Yeah, you have.
Hey, look, if they stack
multiple
the box,
ways
to hit a slant route.
I just like Robbie being able to get 1 yard than throwing a slant route over people's hands.
Okay,
well, if you're going to do that, then I'd QB sneak it.
What happens if they do that
every time?
If they do that on 6 4th and 1s in a row, you're going to be yelling at them to do something different.
No, you'll be the first one.
To get all 6 of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying if you don't get them.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you don't get them, then switch it up. But if anything, just don't go out there with Robbie Ashford getting shotgun and run a play. That includes a pass.
Okay, first of all, you just brought up a good point. If it's 4th and 1, why are you in shotgun in the first place?
No, I'm with that.
The kids can't even line up under center.
I'm all with that.
Get under center.
I don't know why people just don't Mayday every play. If you don't know what Mayday is, it's where everybody kind of sugar huddles and then breaks out there really quick, goes heavy on one side of the line, you either get that toss. Yeah, I mean, you know, Bryant Vincent was one of the biggest believers in it in the world, former interim head coach at UAB, now the OC out there at New Mexico, or QB sneak it. I'm down with that. But on it's not just 4th and 1s.
Yeah,
it's third and 2.5.
Sure.
It's third and goal from the 3-yard line, like stuff like that. So where you can extend the line of scrimmage with a guy and give him that option, right? Because the options aren't just for stock traders. Okay, they're for offensive guys too, and there are a lot of options when it comes to getting good meat, all right? And we want your calls at 1-855-236-3228 to talk about anything. But our friends over at Good Ranchers, okay, they're the best. They're getting it on 4th and 1 every time, okay? And you know we love anything that's made with top-of-the-line quality, and the only thing they've been missing is a pork box. Well, guess what? The scientists figured it out.
Arrived.
Or you asked for it, and they delivered. We did ask for it, actually. Good Ranchers has just launched their prime pork, 100% American pork that is steakhouse quality. The pork box comes with bone-in and boneless pork chops, sausage, smoked brats, and basically a whole lot of deliciousness. Okay, I don't care what subpar company you've been getting your meat delivered from. Well, guess what? We just changed your life. David, I'm just going to let you talk about Good Ranchers, the steaks. Now they have pork. Everybody's excited about it.
I'm on 3 straight nights of Good Ranchers food in our household. Tuesday night steak for me, Wednesday night steak for me, last night chicken breast, but I think Adam ate chicken all 3 of those nights. Darby,
You're doing right by your kids.
She diced it up and put a little teriyaki sauce on it. That was dinner last night.
Beignet. That's not it.
That's pushing it.
Okay, that's the line.
It's just a circus out here. It's a circus out here.
We need to figure
it's
out rules of
ridiculous.
All right, that's the line.
It's ridiculous.
Is that the line?
We need rules of engagement.
So
guys.
I guess I can only use
Whatever.
2. Can't even say blanket.
Good Ranchers, phenomenal. It's really good. You should do it.
You should do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, plus right now, you'll get $30 off with our code BOOSTER, BOOSTER, at goodranchers.com. So enjoy real meat and real service today with Good Ranchers. Visit goodranchers.com. Use our code BOOSTER for $30 off any box. That's promo code BOOSTER at goodranchers.com. Goodranchers.com. American meat delivered.
Or keep buying, worse meat from
or just
from places that hate you.
or just
That's
be
the other
lame for the
alternative.
rest of your life.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's the alternative.
Okay, let's get to the Booster Club.
Let's go to Glenn D with the $5 donation. Good
Oh,
for you,
congrats
Glenn.
on the meme win this morning.
Good for you. Good morning, boys. Good morning to you. My daughter levels up to 1 tomorrow.
Nice.
And
Good
she is
start.
truly part of the horde.
Nice.
We watch the Friday show together and almost every Saturday.
Well, happy.
Glenn, that warms my heart, bud.
That does. That makes me feel special. Okay, and I don't get made to feel special a whole lot. So tell your daughter happy birthday.
Happy level up,
and we really appreciate you guys tuning
It's
in.
about walking time. 1-year-old.
Let's go to Zach Dirks, $5 donation. Appreciate it, Zach. Our Brewers, your Braves at Miller Park. Thoughts?
Yeah.
The Crew are 5-1 since the break. I'll be there Saturday. Shout out to the real Crew fans who forever know it's Miller Park.
Hey, yeah, and how about your boy kind of calling the Brew Crew coming out hot? We had some big surprises in the second half. Long way to go. Long way to go. Braves got off the schneid last night.
Figured it out.
I'm rooting for you, Zach. I hope the Brewers do well, just not this series. Okay, I don't want to see that guy go down the slide any this weekend. Okay, I want to see a lot. Austin Riley seems like he's kind of back locked in. Go down the slide. Go down the slide. Yeah, we'll see.
Go to Cole Frink, $2 donation. Thank you, Cole. LeBron is mid. MJ's the GOAT, and blanket counts.
Hey, Cole, guess what? We got your package, buddy.
Yeah.
We got the Minnesota Wild. All right, that's one. Whoa.
That was Blanye. We have to give it to Blaine.
Oh, so that was a delayed ruling?
They went to the
Yeah, you
they
guys
went to
were
the
talking.
booth.
You had an ad. I didn't want to ruin Good Ranchers.
They went to the booth.
Oh, it was in the ad. I
Went to the booth.
All right.
I don't care what it was. You're going to retroactively do that on a Friday?
I did interject
Call the
and say
commissioner
that's
if you got a
pushing
problem.
it.
All right, call the commissioner.
Oh, believe me, a strongly worded letter.
Jake
being
would be a
written as
great
we speak.
attorney. Just counter with anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like you're gonna say the sky is blue.
Yeah.
Today of all
The
days.
Chewbacca effect?
Yeah. It don't make sense.
It's an 8-foot wood.
All right, let me get to
You know,
thanking.
planted
Can I get to thanking Cole? Is there anything
Thank
else?
Cole.
You want to come in here and hit me with a wet paper sack while we're at it?
We have that
We have the Grit First Minnesota Wild Towel. Cole, thank you. And
Thank you, Cole.
And guess what else? The Crystal Puck.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else.
Yeah, no, not yet. Looks like Indiana Jones found this thing in a cave. Look how dope this
Does it have
is.
water in it?
And it comes with a stand.
Let me see it.
A stand like this.
How heavy is
It does have
Ooh,
water in it.
imagine
Crystal
getting hit in the
water.
face with that thing.
It was blessed by an Eskimo medicine man.
So imagine.
Yeah, it was.
Just hand it over, Cone.
Let me see. So, Cole, we got it. Thank you, buddy. You are the man. All right, what else in the Booster Club?
Let's go to Heartbroken Hog. I really hope, that heart gets fixed.
It will this season.
I think so. $5 donation. Appreciate it, bud. Blaine is the man of the people. Thank you. Jake is not a French spy.
Oh, okay.
Makes me question you. And Cone deserves to have a separate over and under from Jake when it comes to Flaming Dragon
this is
Friday.
a team. It's a.
Hey, don't try and separate us. Don't try and divide us.
They're
This ain't a
already
math
starting.
problem.
They're trying to get between us.
Let's go to Ryan Gade, $20 donation. Ryan,
thanks,
appreciate
buddy.
it, bud. My hot take today, the SEC is overrated. Let me explain. All right. Are they the best conference? Yes. But SEC fans are lunatics when they place the SEC on this high pedestal like they're the best thing since sliced bread.
Okay, so you just said they're the best conference, but then you get mad at people for saying they're the best conference?
You spank that ass, Les.
You spank that ass, Les.
All right, let's go to Jeff
It's a
Drew.
binding agreement.
Yeah.
Jeff Drew with the $2 donation. The real Tigers reside in Baton Rouge. Go Tigers.
Yeah, I've been gassing them up. Right now, like I said, I don't know, make my predictions till the end of fall camp. I need to know who gets hurt and who wins what job. But,
Real Tigers are in Missouri, boys.
yeah, they're definitely not in Detroit.
There's enough of them in the SEC.
Yeah, they're definitely not in Detroit. Look, LSU right now is my favorite to win the SEC West. Jaden Daniels was great. I thought Brian Kelly was a very smooth media day for everybody. Wasn't any really crazy headlines. I mean, Josh Heupel kind of trashed in Texas a little bit, got some people gassed up. But yeah, nobody's. I'm not sleeping on LSU. That's for sure.
Let's go to Justin Decker, $2 donation.
Upper or lower?
Depends on the day.
Nice.
You ate good. He says, Flaming Dragon sucks. Bring back Blaine Patine. Well, you probably want to get on the phone with your insurance agent. So how about that? Who sucks now?
Dude, but I see what you're doing. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it, Justin. I'm not saying it. I almost did it. It was almost over. The push was
There's
almost
no
there.
shot today. This is.
We'll see.
Control Delta Lead, a 2 QB system is basically handing the other team the playbook and saying, hey, we're going to run this play.
Oh, well, there's a lot of tendencies.
times.
There's a lot of tendencies. But, I mean, again, it's something where you do have to split practice time because you're working against two. The difference in Robbie Ashford and Peyton Thorne is pretty drastic, actually.
Let's go to Gregory Lawrence. What's up, Gregory? Morning to y'all. Morning to you, Gregory. We're always surprised when nobody gives us a thought. Fear the freeze
Yeah.
and War Damn Eagle.
Listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger ain't just coming out shooting that freeze gun for no reason this year. Man, 8-4, it just can't lose at Cal, obviously. Sweep the offseason, sweep the non-conference, and then sneak one, win the ones you're supposed to. It's going to come down to like Arkansas and Ole Miss. Can you go and take one of at A&M or LSU? Obviously, you get Bama and Georgia at home. So there's some. Tell you what, week 4, for Carson Beck's first road game in Jordan-Hare. Not that I think Auburn beats Georgia, but I think it'll be closer than what people think.
All right, one more from Justin Decker. Blaine, you'll be the first one praising Robbie Ashford when he's lighting up defenses
That's
this
true.
year. As an Auburn fan, stop with your Debbie Downer crap. Well, if you want to sit here and lie to you, Justin, I will. But one thing I can guarantee you is Robbie Ashford's not going to light up any defenses this year.
Okay. You just said that. You said
Not even
guarantee.
going to start.
Guarantee?
Not even going to start.
That's a guarantee. You're guaranteeing that.
I will guarantee
Okay.
right now. But what do we consider lighting up?
Oh, here we
What do
go.
we consider lighting up?
Doing well.
I mean, if he gets, like 70-plus rushing yards, a couple games, I wouldn't be surprised. He's not coming with over 300 yards passing.
Okay, so
That's lighting someone up.
What
What's
if
lighting
he throws,
someone up?
What if he runs for 100 yards and throws for 125 and has 3 touchdowns? Is that lighting him up?
No.
If they win.
That's not lighting him up.
If he throws for
If he
120 yards,
If he throws for 150 yards, runs for over 100 yards, scores 2+ touchdowns, and plays, 45 snaps, that'd be lighting somebody up.
say you did good. I wouldn't say it's lighting
Well,
somebody
God,
up.
I'd hate to
be
play for
honest.
you. All right, let's get to rapid fire.
All right, let's do it. The Washington Commanders have a new owner. The NFL owners approved the sale of the franchise to Josh Harris. This has been playing out for a while now, but this is a good thing. They moved on from Dan Snyder. A lot of allegations over
Yeah,
the
Dan
last
Snyder, I
couple
think he
years.
has to pay $60 million.
$60 million.
Some in a lawsuit. My question is, if the Commanders are going for $6 billion, how much are the Cowboys going for?
More.
Like, are we talking? Got to be over 12.
Oh, you think it's double?
I think it's double.
I don't know about
It's
that.
the Cowboys. Listen, I know the Redskins have a very rich history. I get that. but the Cowboys are the Yankees of the NFL. Like this, some franchises are just worth more.
Should we make an offer just to find out?
We should.
What they would
Let's
say
look into their
yes to?
financials. I've been watching Suits. Let's look into their financials.
Meghan Markle.
So look, we'll give you $37.
Look, listen, we pulled our money together. We have $63,000 for the Dallas Cowboys.
What do you say?
That'll pay for like one night out for Zeke at like Carrabba's.
Next one, Jordan Addison, Vikings' new receiver.
Dude.
Man, caught going 155 miles an hour.
Like this is the stupidest. You see what happened to Henry Ruggs?
Learn after the Henry Ruggs situation.
Like, you know what? How about this? I would almost think if I'm a GM that, drafts and you have somebody that does this, you know what? How about this? How about during the offseason, every weekend, I'll send you to a motor speedway and you can just get in the car and do laps.
That's a good idea.
Like, you just get in the car and do laps. Because I'd rather you do that. At least if something happens, you're not going to kill somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just about you. He was going, what, 140 and
155, I think.
in a what, 50?
What does it matter at that point?
Yeah, like, you're going 155. Like, you run 4.4. Is that not fast enough for you? Like, it's stupidity.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, they clocked him at 140, 140 and a 55.
Like, it's stupid. There's not another way to put it. It's stupid, especially after what you've seen. It's just, I'm just always amazed at guys who are living out their dream. They get the opportunity, and then you want to go out here and think you're in Gran Turismo. It's just stupid. I don't know the way to put it.
Two more in the NFL. So Saquon Barkley is now saying that he may skip the entire season if he can't get his contract figured out with the Giants.
Cap.
We saw this with Le'Veon Bell, like I said, with the Steelers years ago. I mean, that wasn't the only one, but Le'Veon Bell came out this week and said that was a mistake. I wish I hadn't done it.
I don't think Saquon will. It's just sad for the Giants that they finally get it turned around, and there's positive momentum. Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll, it's a real Brady Bunch situation over there. They're figuring it out. Everybody's excited. And then all of a sudden, you got to deal with this, with one of your elite players. And listen, I'm not saying that Saquon's wrong for trying to ask for more money. I get negotiations, and sometimes you got to go to the extreme of, well, what does Trump say, the art of the deal? You got to be willing to walk away or you've got no negotiating power. So I get what Saquon's doing. I get what the organization's doing. I thought your get off my lawn on this was fantastic. It knocked it out of the park. There's two sides to a negotiation, but the closer we get to this season,
Still got time.
you still got time.
What do you think's
Saquon
gonna
will play
happen?
this year.
I think Saquon will end up playing. I think he'll end up getting paid what he wants.
You do? So not under the franchise tag.
I don't know. I think he'll end up getting paid because I think you're the Giants. It sucks because of the life and length of running backs in the NFL, and then Saquon hadn't been healthy in a while, but you got a glimpse of what Saquon is.
I think they offered $19.5 million guaranteed. It was a $13 million a year. I don't know the number of years, but 19.5 guaranteed when Christian McCaffrey and some of those guys are in the 22 range.
Is it? Let's play this game. If I told you guys or Giants fans, with Saquon Barkley in this next contract, let's say it's 4 or 5 years, something like that. Let's just play this game. Let's play the not franchise tag game. That you would win one Super Bowl during that time, but the amount of money that you're paying him would put you in a position where you don't win one for a decade after that. Would you take it?
For the Giant side or Saquon?
Giant side.
The Giant side?
I know Saquon take it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
look, if you can guarantee there's a Giants fan right
Yeah.
there. Just see, if you can guarantee a Super Bowl,
Well, it's not like the Giants have never won one either. You won 2 with Eli Manning.
Mhm.
You look at the way it's trending right now. I just wonder, consensus-wise, with Giants fans.
Yeah,
They'd
for sure.
take
I would
that.
think they do that 100%.
So 1 in the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the case,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
But there'd be a lot of complaining on the back half of that 50.
Here there would. And guess what? That GM would eventually get fired.
All right, last one in the NFL. Let's talk about the Colts. Do we have the Colts' new alternate uniforms for this season? Yeah. What do you guys think about these new uniforms?
When did they rob BYU's?
This is the professional Duke team.
Yeah, like this is BYU's uniform. Like this, that's what it is. They just put a Colts logo on the side of it. There's some really good alts out there.
Yeah,
that I
that's
saw.
fire.
No, I'm not
like
saying
that?
it's bad, but
Yeah,
you
that's
swagger jacked BYU. That's BYU. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll hang up and listen. I think I saw Mike Golick Jr. on Twitter was talking about it too, and he's right. That's BYU's uniform. Not saying it's not gas, but guess what? I love Snickers, but I'm not going out there making another Snickers and calling it something else.
You wear it one Sunday.
I didn't like it at first, but now the black helmets,
They're kind of dope.
Yeah, they're
they're
kind of bringing me over a little
The
bit.
black on blue combo actually plays.
Yeah, the Brews.
Yeah, they actually play. You wear it one Sunday, I don't mind. It's not going to be wearing it every week.
Yeah, it's not that they changed their.
But okay, that's fine. You still, I thought you could be more creative. I thought come up with your own thing. Like, you seen the Seahawks one? Oh my gosh.
No, but I did see
The Seahawks alt
I did
is
see the Cleveland
absolutely
Browns.
gasoline.
Actually, because I hate the Browns uniforms more than anything in professional sports. But they showed a photo of the alts that they're going to wear this year.
The whites?
White on white, the all whites, with the white helmet, but a brown stripe down the middle. I'm like, man, just make these your uniforms, and I'll put them in my top
You can
five.
never go wrong with the Stormtrooper fit.
No, you
without a
can't
doubt.
go wrong.
Football.
The
Without
Bengals
a
came
doubt.
out with the
I'm telling you, the whiteouts are
Stormtroopers and the
gas.
white helmet with the stripes.
They're fire, man. You can't go wrong. I wish Auburn would wear all white every game.
That's so true. That's 100% true.
All right, an update here for the Open. Tommy Fleetwood yesterday got low shot 66. He hasn't teed off yet today, but Brian Harmon is
Look at
now
him.
4 under in his round today, 8 under total.
There you
Leading
go.
the way.
Must be nice.
The lefty. Well, yeah, I mean, Butch's kid. I trust his swing. I promise you that.
He's a lefty.
Yeah.
Max Homa shot 68 yesterday. He's 4 under.
Good boy, Max.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
nice
more.
tournament.
There's nothing more fun in golf outside of when Tiger Woods is balling than watching a lefty get up there and
It's just smooth.
be a sausage from San Antonio.
I just love watching lefties do stuff when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
I just love them. Swing at the plate, hit a golf club left-handed. They're just silky smooth.
Yep. David,
butters
I'm ready to get to.
Are you ready?
Yes. If you
Are you getting to the rules or your review?
let's go rules first.
Okay.
I want to do something that'll make me happy.
Okay.
Okay, remember we got Hugh Freeze coming up. We got Brock Bowers coming up. So we think people would really like, and this, you laugh and whatever, but we're being serious, a dwarf football.
We're starting a new football league.
Okay, tell me, honestly, you're sitting at home, okay, Wednesday night, flipping through channels, 8:45, all of a sudden, Dwarf Football League? What, you're not watching that? Are you serious? I'd rather watch that in the USFL. But you have to have rules, okay? So here are the rules.
Okay.
Go ready for them? The DFL, right? Dwarf Football League.
Okay.
Or the LPFL. We haven't decided on a name yet. And we want you guys to send me logos. You come up with a logo of it and send it on social media at Crain Company, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. We want to see whoever can come up with the best logo can win it. So here's the rule. Rules, preliminary, got a long way to go in this. All players besides one must be 4'10" or under. That's the legal, 4'10" is the legal limit that you can, that's the height to
This is 11 on 11.
be a little person. This is 11 on 11 on a 50-yard field.
50-yard
We don't
field.
want anybody getting heat stroke out there.
Okay.
All right. But you get one person that can be taller than 4'10". They can be 7 foot. They can be 5'9". Okay. It's just taller. All right. And we're calling them bigs.
Yeah.
You get one
That's the
big.
Yeah.
They're the
You
big.
get one big.
They're the big.
The one big cannot play on the line of scrimmage.
Either side of the ball.
Either side of the ball.
Okay.
Either side of the ball. Can play quarterback. Can play quarterback.
play
Now
quarterback.
the football is a elementary school league size football. Okay? So not one of those mini footballs, not a full size one, but somewhere in the middle. Okay? Bigger than a vortex. Think about it like that. All right? The head coaches cannot be dwarfs. They cannot be. All right? They have to be over 5 foot tall.
What if they're a really good coach, though?
I don't care because this goes to my next point. Because the referees, the announcers, and the cheerleaders must be dwarves. And if coaches can argue refereees, okay, and I want to see that dynamic. Okay, so again, the head coaches cannot be dwarfs, but the referees, the announcers, the cheerleaders must be. The concession stands only serve mini foods.
Okay. Little finger food situation.
Yeah, tater tots,
Mini corn dog.
mini corn dogs, things of that nature. Hell,
Pigs in a
oysters, pigs in a blanket, things like that. Okay, no big foods. You're not serving. You can go.
Oysters.
You can go.
What?
You can go mini hot dogs.
Milky
They have to
Way-
be
Milky Way
mini
mini.
foods. Bite-sized candies.
Calm down, David.
Bite-sized candies, or those little pecan pies that are like this big. Okay? It's tackle football. It's
Well,
tackle.
Of course.
All right? And it's normal football rules. 50-yard field, 11 on 11, you get one big. Those are the rules I got so far. Thoughts?
I'm vibing with you.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with you.
How much fun would that be?
So the big can play both ways. They can play offense and defense.
Yes.
How many teams are we going to have in this league?
I think we got to talk about that, but I've already come up with a few names. The Tennessee Tinies.
Wow.
As
Tennessee
one.
toddlers?
No, we're not having children out there. It's the Tennessee Tinies. Get
They're
the
not
name
children,
right.
Blaine.
Yeah, they're not children.
Didn't you
Grow
name
up.
the MVP award too?
The Boston Baby Persons.
Okay.
You know, and there's other ones we can come up with.
Did you name the MVP award?
No. The trophy we win is like the Super Bowl trophy is the Dinklage.
Top tier.
The Houston half squats?
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have
All
enough?
right.
Do we have enough?
We have enough. We could have
We
enough.
have enough volume
We could have enough.
to make a league.
We could. I think
This
so.
is a lot. This is a
Listen,
lot.
we asked some people at SEC Media Day, some pretty high people. They thought it was a great idea. A couple people said they're in.
Is there targeting? Is there targeting?
Yes, there's targeting.
There's targeting?
Yes. Think about it.
You get
Top of your
rewarded.
head's
You
the
get
hardest part of your body.
You get rewarded for it.
Yeah. Well, think about it. If you're smart, you don't put your big at quarterback because it's NFL rules the way you hit the quarterback. That's a small strike zone.
True.
That's a small area to hit.
True.
So the DFL, we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Really excited about it.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And also, I went and saw Oppenheimer last night and with my wife. And I'm not one of these staunch critics. Like, I love history. So I went into it really wanting to be excited and like it. It was 3 hours of disappointment.
Really?
And I hate
Man.
Cillian Murphy, great. The acting was great. Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, they were great. But you can only paint with the colors you have. Christopher Nolan, you let us down again, dog.
You hated it.
Tenet was bad. Dunkirk was somewhat of a disappointment, even though it's so hard to make me not like that movie. I still like that movie. Tom Hardy goes hard. But it was just, they could have done it so much better. It was all over the place. The audio was jarring at point. It's just weird. And listen, some people like it. I get that. You know, some people like Vegemite. Okay, I don't. But it was 3 hours of Jake being disappointed last night.
Man, you were so pumped for that movie.
I know.
We all were.
It hurts me worse. It hurts me worse because I was really excited.
How far in were you to when you were like, okay, this isn't good?
Well, I
I'm
give it a
admitting to
chance. I
myself.
always give it a chance, right? Because I know some movies start out slow. 45 minutes in, I looked at Reed, my wife. I was like, oh my God, this is bad.
But you didn't walk out.
No, I don't walk out.
Okay.
I'm staying for the whole show.
Man, I'm sorry. On behalf of Christopher Nolan, I apologize.
Thank you.
Well, at least you
live up
didn't
to
like buy a ticket to go see it early. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you didn't do that and then get let down. Because if you did that, that just looks way worse. When does it come out?
Today.
Oh. So you did buy a ticket to go see it early.
He's trying to get you roped in. He's trying to rope you in to hit the over.
What?
Don't let it bring you
No,
down.
I don't do that.
Don't let
I'd
him
never
bring
do
you down,
something like
man.
that.
Okay?
I'd never
Stay
do
positive
something
over
like
there.
that. Stay
Yeah.
positive.
You know
man.
how important brakes are in a car?
Yeah.
You know, people
I wouldn't
talk-
say that to the guy who's about to drive you to the airport after this.
That's actually true.
Yeah. So.
Watch out.
Well, I'm just
now.
saying they're important in general. Anyways, that in a rapid fire there?
That's all.
All right, we're going to give this Hugh Freeze interview here in a second. But Flaming, real quick, Booster Club.
Let's go to Brian Hall. I want to see the fullback consist of Dwarf, halfback handle the ball on the shoulders of the fullback. If tackled, the halfback has a chance to still land and run.
It's legal.
Right? So
It's legal.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's legal. Look, I want us to get creative. You want to play hooks and ladders all the way down the field? That's fine. That's your prerogative.
Let's go to Jared Howlett. What's up, Jared? As a Colts fan, the new alt unis are trash. We've been begging for them to change it up, but those aren't it. Jimmy must have came up with those on his own.
But at least y'all got those really nice white ones. I love the Colts white uniforms. We were talking about the Stormtroopers. I don't think they're that bad. It could be worse, but I mean, you stole it from BYU. Let's be honest. Let's play a game called Look at Each Other. Let's be honest.
Boudreaux wants to know: is it a minimum age or youth standouts included?
No. These are adults. These are adult little people. Okay.
But what if you have like a 17-year-old
No, it's just like okay, you can get drafted.
What's the minimum age?
The minimum age is you have to be at least 21 or play 3 years in college.
Who's gonna have played 3 years in college?
I don't know. Maybe this sprouts a new college division.
I mean, I go to Sister Riggs, and this is my question: are there enough small people to staff this league?
They're out there.
Enough?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
You're sure?
We're talking 8
We gotta
teams.
make some calls and see.
We're talking 8 teams minimum.
Look up how many little people there are in the United States.
Oh my God, the things I didn't.
Well,
I am looking it up.
I see all those little houses they put in
Are you on it,
trees all
PJ?
over the place.
There's an estimated 65,000 people with dwarfism in the United States and 651,700 in the world.
We're good. 65K?
That's what it says.
But you need a certain age range, right?
Yeah, so you're going to cut that.
The 75-year-olds.
They're out there.
Okay.
Just trust me.
All right. Ryan McCarthy wants to know, does 2 dwarfs in a trench coat count as 1 big?
No. I mean, that's 2. As long as their roster, they got their paperwork.
Follow the rules.
Now, we're not wearing trench coats out there. We're wearing pads, right? I did think it'd be cool if we made them have to wear those old leather helmets. But then, like, safety-wise with CTE, there's no way we get away with that.
We can. I mean, we are the executive council who makes up all the rules.
Yeah, we're the commissioners. We're the council. Yeah, we're the council.
Johnny Surfdog wants to know, are their hands big enough to actually throw the football?
Well, the hands, yes. Yes. Hands, head, and feet, man.
All of these questions will be answered.
Yeah. We're doing the research right now. Okay, we're going to get answers. All right, a couple more.
Let's go to Texas Ed. He's saying, I've been saying the Seahawks need to go back to their original color palette for years. They'd look absolutely phenomenal.
They would. The alts, which I guess used to be the norms, are absolutely awesome.
Here's where the Seahawks are best. The all light grays with the lime green
The grays are good.
I agree with that.
Not the all green.
Smoke
uniform.
grays?
Stay away from those.
Tennessee's look really good, too. Not even the Titans, but the Volunteers.
Let's go to Aiden Loss. What's up, Aiden? Most important question, will we be able to bet on the DFL?
Of course.
Like we can bet on the Special Olympics?
Yeah, if you can bet on the Special Olympics now, anything. It's all up for grabs
Look,
now.
the Special Olympics, no. No betting on the Special Olympics.
But you
DFL,
can.
completely different.
Yeah, DFL for sure.
No, there's betting on the Special Olympics. 100%. Why wouldn't we do that?
Not in the Booster Club. They're
doing it in the Booster Club.
Nah, they're
That's
above
the thing
such
about it.
things. They're above such things.
I don't think they are.
They are.
I think they're actually below such things.
Well, I think you're selling them short.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. Let's go to JPat WRYE 8366. A Dwarf Football League would be wild. Need Dwarf cheerleaders too. Love that plot twist. The helmets probably would still be regulation size.
Yeah, they would. We're going straight to hell. That's okay. But you can call in. You want to talk about, you got some rules, you want to call in 1-855-236-3228. But before that, we have Hugh Freeze.
Coach
Hugh
Freeze, let off the show with it. Let's go ahead and play that beautiful video. It's about 5 minutes. We think you'll enjoy it.
All right, we are here with new Auburn head man, Coach Hugh Freeze. Coach, first off, it's really good to see you, man. Congratulations. I know it's big year. You're excited for it. Just kind of talk about back at SC Media Days and how you feeling.
Well, first, good to see you, Jake.
Yes, sir.
And appreciate all the times that you've talked positively about Auburn and me personally. But it's kind of surreal, really. It's driving into, obviously, it's always been at Birmingham for me. And, coming to Nashville is a little different. But yet, when you walk in, you sense, to so many people in the South, this means the kickoff to college football. And so it's getting real really, really quick. And, it's a blessing to be back at this level. Obviously, that comes with great expectations, great challenges, and that we've got to try to manage to put Auburn back on the map, so to speak. And that's the work is getting ready to really start taking place.
Well, Coach, you guys have hit the ground running, obviously, and the new era of college football, the transfer portal era, taking over a job. You've got a lot more freedom to be able to bring guys in, and you've flipped a roster. And people obviously talk about the skill positions, and that's great. We love to talk about quarterbacks, but what you've done up front, and better than anybody, the quickest way to bridge the gap is on the line of scrimmage. Can you just talk about what you guys have done on the offensive and defensive line to give yourself a chance to let those skill players go do what they do best?
Well, when you look at the elite teams right now, they're rolling in 3 deep defensive linemen and at least 2 deep offensive linemen, and we just weren't there. And so that was the first thing that we had to address. And certainly we've added, hopefully quality people to that. Now, did we have enough time to add enough where it significantly closes the gap on the elite? I don't know. I honestly don't. We'll start seeing that here in a month or so when we start playing some games. But I do know that we improved Auburn. Yeah. And hopefully it's enough that we can find a way to to compete in these games that we're going to play in against the elite teams in the conference. And but it starts up front on both sides. And we can talk about all the playmakers you want, but you better have some guys that are getting it done in the trenches.
Without a doubt. And Coach, the positive momentum around the Auburn program, I mean, you can just feel it. I mean, you look at the tickets that are sold, they sold out quicker than ever before. And it's something I know you guys, want to run with. But when you talk about building a program, takes cultivation to build that culture. And patience isn't just for doctors, as I like to say. Talking to the Auburn fan base right now, there may be growing pains. There typically is growing pains. But how excited are you to be able to coach at a place that loves football, that loves family, that loves people the way that Auburn does, because it's a heck of a fit, Coach. You can already feel it.
Yeah, I know it's the right fit for me, for our family, and I can't say enough positive things about the Auburn family, what they've done in selling more season tickets than ever before in the history of the program, speaks volumes of their excitement and passion. I do hope they give us a little patience, I do hope, but you'd rather have it that way, that they're so supportive of our team and our administration and our staff, and I'm okay with those expectations. It is going to be some growing pains probably, and there's going to need some patience, but at the same time, hopefully we can put our players, even in year one, in some situations where we have a chance to win some games. And I think as long as we can show them that, and they're playing passionate football, and they see that we're recruiting our tails off for the university, I think the Auburn family is going to stay on board with us.
Yeah. Coach, I know you're a busy man. It's a crazy day today. You've put together a heck of a staff. Can you just talk about how confident you are in this group of guys? And it seems you all have worked so well together. You can see it on the recruiting trail. You can see it with the way you guys interact.
Well, I think so. We haven't gone through a season yet, and I think there's constant evaluation that has to take place when you're sitting in my seat. But obviously I believe in the staff we put together, and hopefully we can be like iron that sharpens irons for each other as we go through this season. But we've got great maturity and got some good young guys. Obviously got coordinators that have done it at a high level, and I love our support staff too. So excited about our staff.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I appreciate it. It's great to see you. He was the first video I ever did, interview on video. He was nice enough to come on and do that. Really appreciate your time and rooting for you. You deserve it.
Thanks, Jake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
thank you. Make sure you check us out. All right, Hugh Freeze, man,
Hey.
just great. Just down to earth, man.
Yeah.
You can tell, you could feel how excited he was to be back. And he brings up some really good points, which we talked about earlier. Do you have enough time to build the depth to be on par with Georgia and Alabama and LSU and Tennessee? No, not yet. He hasn't had enough time. But excuse me, as I choked to death live on the show, you have to be able to plug the holes on the ship at least early. And the transfer portal freedom now has allowed you to do
Flex
that.
Seal.
Yeah, Flex Seal. That's exactly right. That's the best way to put it. And listen, if your hair is thinning out there, right, or you're going bald, speaking of War Eagle, if you're turning into a bald eagle, our friends over at Provia, they've got you covered. Look, it's safe, it's effective, okay? It uses a natural ingredient called Procapil, which I'm not smart enough to understand what that does, but they've obviously figured out because it effectively targets the three main causes of premature hair thinning and loss. We talk about this all the time. It's not just about if you're trying to get back in the dating game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you got separated, you're trying to hop back in. The dating scene's wild right now. Maybe you downloaded Tinder. You want to make sure your hair looks good going to meet somebody, or you just want to feel better about yourself. Right? Self-esteem, confidence, that's a real thing. Provia does that. And there's millions of American men and women. This isn't just for men or just for women. It's for both. And it's preventative as well. So our friends over at Provia, David, you're a guy that cares about the way he looks.
Yes, okay, fine, I am. Don't just wait until your hair is all gone. Be preventative about it, all right? Now you go ahead and say something.
I already did. I'm the one reading it. What do you think over there, Flaming Dragon?
A bald head, that's disgusting. You grow some hair, bud.
Okay, now you're being mean to me.
Now you're just being
Now you're here being mean.
Now you're just
hurting
being
their
mean.
feelings.
It's gross.
We're trying to instill confidence, all right?
Yes.
Not cut people down.
Come on, man.
Well, look, you want to put the least amount of effort and get the most out of it. All right? And if you have hair, you can do that.
Yeah, if you don't, you better be super rich.
Better be funny.
Yeah. Provia works guaranteed, or you get 100% of your money back. It's that easy. So take advantage of Provia's exclusive introductory summer package at proviahair.com/booster. That's Provia hair.com.
And then enter promo code Booster at checkout for an extra discount on your order. See results for yourself right now. Don't wait. That's proviahair.com/booster. We got Brock Bowers coming up here in 1 second. And calls, right? In what, 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
That's 10 minutes. 1-855-236-3228. Flaming Dragon Booster Club, quickly.
David S. I guess he just got into the show. $5 donation. Jake.
Uh-oh.
How was Oppenheimer?
Hit rewind.
Yeah.
David, I haven't been this disappointed since last season. Let's just put it that way.
All right, let's go to Rafa Elite. Everyone's talking about how skinny you are in here. All right,
Thanks.
Everybody's talking about you look great. He says it's rude to harp on about people's weight. I thought maybe you want to have a comment about that.
It's rude to harp on people
About people's weight. They're harping on about your weight, but in a good way. But he says it's rude just to talk about people's weight.
Well, I mean, look, the first, I mean, I think it's in what context, right? Like if somebody's just super obese, like at some point, like I'm not saying you just look at them and point at them and laugh when they walk down the street, but like,
You don't?
what?
No.
Oh.
It's like it's some way, like you gotta care, right?
Because I
Be like-
care.
Like
Yeah,
if you're
you
like,
sit them
listen,
down and
I'm
talk
worried
to them.
about your health.
Yeah.
I want you to live long
They've
and
been
prosper.
sitting enough. You get up and do something.
Well, it's I think it's you don't just need to go up to a random person and be like, gross. Like it's somebody you know, you can be like, listen, hey man, look, let's go eat a salad and talk about our future. Let's talk about the cardiovascular benefits of it. I want you to be around. I want you to see Auburn get good again.
Let's go to Stephen Moore. He says, he tries to, I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, but he put I remember. He says, I remember Coach Freeze's first year at Ole Miss where he pulled the #1 class out of nowhere. The Plainsmen are in for a treat.
Yes, thank you. I thought that was going to go a different way after that first comment, and it went a totally different way than I thought.
Texas Said wants to know, how has you and Coach Hugh's relationship, y'all look like y'all have gotten so close?
Yeah, well, look, you really find out if what somebody thinks about you or who your friends are when it's not going good. It's easy to be Hugh Freeze's friend when, and be nice and say great things when he's #1 in the country at Ole Miss. But what happens when somebody's, at one of their lowest points or they're trying to battle back, and everybody's slinging mud left and right? That's when you find out who, really has your best interest in mind and people that are not. And look, I believe in second chances in most cases, and just getting to know Coach Freeze and know the person that he is, and he always responds if I ever reach out to him. He doesn't have to do that, but a lot of times, and when we talk and when he was at Liberty and he'd come on the show, when me and him would go back and forth, it wasn't about football. It was about life stuff, and obviously then we talk about football, but. It's grown, and I'm happy for him. And I look at things from if they struggle, I'm going to say that they're struggling. If they're doing well, I'm going to say they're doing well. But no, he's a genuine person, man.
Let's go to Jared Grubbs. He says, I love you, Jake.
I love you.
But your haircut looked a little different at SEC Media Days. And I'm wondering, why you changed it to an emo haircut?
Emo?
Yeah. Well, you'd have that hair, straight down.
Well, nobody told me because we're out there just grinding, walking around. Doing 18 different
stand up to
hits.
you, Dad.
Yeah, the summer dad, you're going down, Dad.
Steve, you're not my real dad.
Yeah, my skateboard again. No, but nobody behind the camera told me that I was looking like I was about to go out there and play bass for My Chemical
You look
Romance.
like a Green Day concert.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, could go out there and sing Black Parade.
Let's go to Tyler Jarvis, $5 donation. Appreciate it, Tyler. Reaching level 38 tomorrow, boys.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks for making sports great again.
That's exactly right.
Happy early birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, T-Jar.
Cole Frink, $2 donation. He says, what has been your favorite interview you've done?
Ever?
Yeah. We can go through the group.
Pat Dye Jr.
Yeah.
I think it was most impactful.
Yeah, that was
Cone?
the first week. That was right after we did Hugh Freeze.
Yeah.
That was something.
Cone, what's your favorite interview?
That we've ever done on this show?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me think about that. I really enjoyed when we sat down with Riley Gaines. That was a great conversation.
Yeah, it was.
Ron DeSantis was pretty cool.
That was a good interview, too. Just talking baseball with him. That was fun.
All right, let's go to Cornwell Buttersworth. $5 donation. Appreciate it, Buttersworth.
That's a great name.
You think if Paul Feinbaum with a toupee would be nicer at SEC Media Days and be a little nicer to Saban?
I think of Paul now with the haircut. Could he use Provia? Of course, but like, I mean, look, Paul's got his bag. Like, you know, we don't agree
He
on
ain't hurting
stuff.
for cash.
No, but Paul Feinbaum, Paul's got some game too. If you ever talk to Paul, Paul's got swag. Like, people don't believe that, but if you ever talk to Paul, like, Paul's got some serious swag. I got to give it up to him. And I got a ton of respect for Paul Feinbaum. Paul Feinbaum came on the J-Boy show when I was like 3 months in, didn't have to. People were amazed I got that interview, but it's very cordial, very smart. Obviously an icon in the sports media world, and while we disagree on some things, I'm just not the type, I'm not afraid to disagree with powerful people. Some people in sports media just want to kiss everybody's ass. I'm not here to do that.
Not a good strategy.
I'm not here to tell you what I think, and we can still be friends. I don't want we disagree. I disagree with y'all on stuff.
Yeah, shut up.
So, but I tell you, one guy that we don't disagree
Hold on,
about.
Also on the best interviews list, got to put Ben Shapiro on there.
Oh, 100%.
Got to put Ben on there.
One guy that we don't disagree about that's an absolute baller is Brock Bowers. We have him talking some Georgia. I thought this was a great interview, man. Coming out of Napa, California. The man knows wine and how to make plays on the gridiron. Let's go ahead and roll it.
All right, we are here with, you know what, I don't even like calling you a tight end because you do so much. I mean, just offensive weapon X, whatever you want to call it. Brock Bowers, two-time defending national champion, Georgia member. Brock, first off, appreciate you joining us, man. Welcome to Media Day. I want to start off just, you know, I'm sure a lot of people have asked you a million things about going into this year and talk about complacency. I want to talk about on-the-field stuff. You know, your versatility, in my opinion, is your biggest strength. But I think one of the underrated things you bring is that you open up the offense for other players as well. Can you just talk about how much you enjoy watching other people have success? Because you know the defense is obviously keying on you, and how that helps you guys offensively.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. I mean, just being able to open things up. And we got a ton of dudes that make plays. I mean, just a bunch of athletic playmakers. And I think just more we can get them in space with the ball in their hands. I mean, dudes are going to make plays, and that's all we need.
Definitely. And can you talk about the way that you've been used in this offense? I mean, we've seen you get jet sweeps. We've seen you run the ball. And you're a really good blocker as well. I think that's one of the more underrated parts of your game because you make these big plays running after the catch. Can you just talk about how much you harp on versatility as a player, which will not only help you here, but in the future when you get there at the next level?
Yeah, I mean, I love just doing everything. I mean, I love being put in the backfield. I love being put on the wing. I love being put end line, being flexed out. I mean, it's just fun to do a whole bunch of different stuff and not doing the same stuff all the time.
Definitely. Well, you can do it, brother.
I love it. The amount of success not only you but the Georgia has had when it comes to just playing, you almost guaranteed yourself the SEC championship, the playoffs, the Natty. It's so used to it now that I'm sure Coach Smart just hates even when people say that. So how do you stay focused and not look ahead, you know, weekend? Because y'all make it look easy, but it's definitely not, especially in the SEC, it's a grind. So how do you keep your mind at ease and your focus on each Saturday?
Yeah, I think Coach Smart and the whole staff does a really good job about having just keeping us locked in and keeping us focused because we know any week you could be upset, slip up, and like every single day at practice. I mean, even like on a random Monday or Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, I mean, we'll be halfway through a period and he'll blow us and say restart it. It wasn't up to a standard that we expect. So I mean, it's just part of it.
I love it. I'm going to talk about, you know, Stetson Bennett's not there anymore. You know, he's gone. You got some new quarterbacks in there. How's the chemistry been with those guys so far, and how are things going on a day in and day out basis?
Yeah, it's been going good. I mean, they've been around. Or Brock and Carson have been around there for 2 years, or my 2 years I've been there, and Gunner's been there for 1. So I mean, they've been around, they've been doing their thing. They're all great quarterbacks, and I mean, I hate to be the one to make the decision on who would start.
Yeah,
yeah, they're all good.
Brock, I want to take you back to the Peach Bowl, one of the best football games from last season. The Buckeyes had you guys on the ropes. You're down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I think it was a 4th and 5. You motion to the boundary, flex position. You know, you catch the stick route, reach out for that big first down. That was one of the turning points in that game. Can you break down that play? You know, what was the call? What was the mindset there? And how did that set you guys up to come back in that game?
Yeah, I mean, I had a little quick out, and I ran it, caught it, and I was pretty sure I got the first down, but I mean, went back to the sideline. I was like, man, that was a lot closer than I expected. and then I was like, man, I think I got it. And then watched replay, and somehow my foot came up right before I went out of bounds, and it was, I don't even know how it happened, but it was pretty cool.
It was one of the most memorable plays from last season, man. It really was. 2 years ago, you guys did my alma mater wrong. The Michigan Wolverines, you really put a stomp down on them. I think you scored on the first 4 possessions. It could have been uglier than it was. Now Michigan has set up a beat Georgia period at their practice. Really, when I see that, that means Georgia's the gold standard in college football to me. How does it feel to be a part of something like that?
I guess it feels good. For the most part, our team doesn't really listen to like the outside noise. We're kind of focused on we're kind of too busy to focus on all that stuff, but we're kind of more
by design.
We're kind of more focused on all the stuff day to day. So I think that will kind of help us keep us focused.
All right, last question, Brock. Enough football stuff. You're a hunting and fishing guy, right? From Cali. Honestly, though, how much better is the hunting and fishing in Georgia than California, and are you willing to go there?
The duck hunting is not here, not in Georgia, but deer hunting's better than where I am, and the fishing's a whole lot better. Bass fishing is.
That's honesty right there. Brock, good luck to you, man. It's so much fun watching you play. You've revolutionized the position in college, and good luck to you this year, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, Brock Bowers, tight end, I guess. Offensive extraordinaire is what we'll call him.
Man, that dude. He's gonna make a lot of money.
He's pretty good.
He's good.
He's the best player in the country, man.
I'm telling you, if we talk about important players like that don't play the quarterback position, touch the ball every play, Brock Bowers has to be number one. He's definitely number one to me. But you guys are number one to us. We got calls.
Let's do it. Let's start with Brianna in Houston. Brianna, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey guys, it's Mobama.
What's up,
Yes.
Mobama?
What's going on?
Not Mobamba.
Not Mobamba. Just wanted to let you know that next week I'll be in Honduras, so I can't listen to the show, but my birthday is on Wednesday.
Okay. Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, we got to give you happy early birthday.
What are you doing in Honduras?
I'm going on a mission trip with my church.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Saving the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, you got to let us know when you get back how it went.
I will, and also when I get back, I'm going to give you guys some more bets for Flaming Dragon Friday.
Yes.
It says we have to nullify the previous bets and start over with a clean slate.
Okay.
Fresh start?
Fresh start.
For Breeze Brothers.
Start.
Yeah, it's really fresh in here.
Mm-hmm.
But no, be careful out there.
Yeah.
I will.
All right. All right, Brianna, thanks.
Travel safely. All right, let's get at Matthew in Arkansas. Matthew, what's going on?
Oh.
Hey guys, Heartbroken Hog here.
Yeah.
What's
Call
up,
him in,
man?
baby. Call him in.
Well, I was a whole hard hog yesterday with that Sam Pittman interview. That was
Dude, isn't he the
one.
best?
I loved everything he had to say.
Man, I love that. I hope it works out.
About how I loved him admitting to how he made a mistake last year, and he's corrected it, and he's not going to let us drop down to 7 wins again.
Well, if you would have told me that Sam Pittman, a Sam Pittman coach team, didn't go live during scrimmages or in practice at all, I would have looked at you, pointed, and laughed. That shocked me. But I think it shows you the genuine nature of who Sam Pittman is, and one of his best qualities is his honesty. I mean, it wasn't just coach speak. It's not afraid to say, listen, I did make a mistake. I mean, today in society, it seems like anybody that's in any position of power, nobody will take accountability for any type of mistake. They want all the credit when it goes good, but nobody will take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault, or it's the program's fault, or it's the franchise's fault, or something like that. It was very refreshing. And then kind of the deep dive he did on how the defense and offense are going to change schematically and philosophically. Because to change schematically, sometimes you have to change your philosophy a little bit. That doesn't mean you switch up your identity fully. But I thought that was really interesting as well.
I have a Brock Bowers prediction for this year after that great interview you guys just had.
What you got?
I think he is going to have 2,000 yards from scrimmage, 20 touchdowns, and will be a Heisman finalist, at least, if not the winner.
That would win it then.
You think that would win it?
Yeah, at the tight end position.
Especially if Georgia goes
2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't think they would need to repeat at that point.
So last year he had 942
Okay.
receiving yards.
Okay.
And he had 7 touchdowns.
What about rushing yards?
Rushing yards, he had 109.
Yeah, so he would double his yardage and more than double his touchdowns.
Well, at what point now with
So he will be the only weapon or the very primary weapon.
well, it's
Look
like
at the record for tight end yards in a season.
yeah, my biggest thing, I think possibly this year with what Brock has shown us, he's going to be such a focal point, and I asked him about this, of other defenses. It's going to open up their offense so much that his best threat may just be the threat. Like, again, if I know who you're doubling, or I know who you're trying to stop, that you're going to give extra help to try and stop, then you're having to rob Peter to pay Paul at this point with guys like Ra Thomas coming in, Dominic Lovett. We know the other aliens they have running around, and you look what they have up front. I literally think Brock Bowers' biggest threat to defense is the threat of Brock Bowers.
And we're not even talking about his blocking ability. We broke down several Georgia plays last year in the huddle up segment. They were Lad McConkey
People are ready for that too.
Brock Bowers is in pass protection.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
blocking.
He's a guy that grinds, and an organization's going to love to have him. He's going to make somebody a lot better than many.
No doubt. Thank you, Matthew.
Matthew, appreciate it, buddy.
Love it, y'all.
Woo Pig
Love
Suey.
you, brother.
All right, let's go to Kirk in Canada. Kirk, what's going on?
Skyhook.
Hey, boys. What's going on today?
Kirk, what do you
What's
think
up,
about
bud?
the Dwarf League? You think Canadians would get behind that?
We already have one up here in Canada. It's called the CFL.
Kirk,
No, you didn't do the
man.
CFL like that.
I love it. That's
If you're
hilarious.
used to NFL, boys, if you want a good laugh, you guys just laughed hard. You watch one half of a CFL game, you will probably.
I needed that
You
today.
will probably have to put some Depends or something on because you're probably going to laugh yourself.
That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious, Kirk. What else is going on, man?
Well, I was talking to this guy from the States, came to my church this past Sunday. And David, you probably already know this, but the other two guys might not. He's a big Ohio State. I guess Ohio State is a football team, apparently. And I told him how this one of my three favorite guys on sports radio, the one fellow used to play for Michigan, and all of a sudden he got all sour. He goes, he doesn't say the name Michigan Wolverines.
It's amazing, right? He won't say the other one.
He calls it TTUN. Do you know what that means, David?
The team up north. Yeah, well, come and find out. November.
That team up north, they never call it.
Cone instantly wants to fight him. Cone wants to fight him right now.
You know what? The sad part is I think we would be friends outside of that.
Yeah. Well, most of my friends I got in fights with, and then we became friends.
Guys can do that.
Guys can do that. Girls don't do that.
Girls can't do that.
Girls don't do that.
I did have another. You guys knocked it out of the park last Friday. For those of your listeners who didn't listen last Friday, you went 5 for 5 on Canadian athletes. And
Can't believe it. Biggest upset since the Miracle on Ice. I thought Herb Brooks was about to walk through the door after.
So we've got another one. It's baseball, and there's 4 guys I'm looking for.
Canadians?
4 MVPs. Yeah, the 4 MVPs that are Canadian.
Okay.
3 National League, 1 American League.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to have to put our heads together on this. Canadians. That one.
And no looking on iPads there, Flamin' Dragon. No
Yeah, he's he'll swordfish
chat,
this thing so quick.
Baseball MVPs.
Yes, 3 in the National League.
I got some hints for you. If you need them.
Let me see if I can get any off the rip. All right, let's think here. Canadians, David. Joe Carter was obviously not Canadian.
One of them's a Hall of Famer.
Dadgummit. Give me, is Paul Molitor one?
No.
Okay, all right, I need hints.
All right, 1997, Colorado Rockies.
Oh my gosh. Not Bichette. Larry Walker.
You got it.
Yeah.
Larry Walker. Nice pick.
Nice. Okay, now we're moving to 2006 for the Twins.
Joe Mauer.
Phenomenal year.
No.
It's an M though.
No.
It's an N. It's an M though.
For the Twins.
Morneau.
Justin Morneau?
Justin Morneau?
Yeah.
Morneau, yep.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay,
There we go.
Now we're going to 2000. Now we're going to 2000 for the Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds. Sean
He's still playing.
Joey Votto.
Joey Votto.
Yeah,
Come
Joey Votto's
on!
Canadian?
Wow.
Did not know
He's
that.
Canadian.
The only reason I know that is with all the
2000?
TikToks.
Dude,
about
Joey
Votto.
Votto's been playing forever, dog.
Since 2000?
Yeah.
He's in the next couple of weeks. Joey Votto's going to break the Canadian. Well, for all Canadian. Right now, Larry Walker has like 2,000.
Why did I not know Joey Votto was
Joey Votto's
Canadian?
going to pass that. in a
Kirk, I didn't
couple
know that,
weeks.
man.
That's like
I
pre-King
didn't
Griffey
think this
Jr.
one-
playing for the
Yeah.
Reds.
This one will surprise you a little bit because he's got a dual passport. His parents were born in Canada, 2020 MVP. He was born in California, but he has a Canadian passport. He's played
2020
international ball for
MVP.
Canada.
Freddie Freeman?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie
That's right.
Freeman.
Did not know.
Wow.
Kirk, you're just bringing him out of
Kirky comes in
Wow,
hot,
dual
baby.
citizenship for Freddie.
Yeah.
Kirk
Yeah,
doesn't mess around when he calls in.
His parents were born in Ontario. He was born in California, but he's played for both Team Canada and Team USA.
God, that guy can stroke.
Love it, Kirk. Thank you, man.
Excellent.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it,
Later, buddy.
Kirky.
Skyhook.
Yeah,
Talk to you
just look
next
up,
week,
say
man.
it. We're there.
Talk to you next week. All right, David in Tampa, what's going on?
To call me every morning.
Yeah.
What's up, Crain and Company? This is David S., a.k.a. Smoking Gator, and it's good to talk to you guys again.
Yeah, David, what's up, man?
What's up, bud?
I'm doing great, guys. So, as you all know, I am a big Florida fan, but believe it or not, I am actually not here to talk about Florida. In fact, I'm here to do something that I've never done on the show, and I'm going to ask you guys a trivia question.
Oh, let's do it.
I love this.
We're hot right now. That Hansel's so hot right now.
The topic, by the way, is Clemson football.
Ooh.
So, yep. And, oh, wait. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I
What
literally just gave the answer away to my trivia.
No,
question.
the answer was
Is
Clemson.
it Clemson?
Is the answer Clemson?
I'll tell you, I've gotten
Hey,
trivia
I told you
right.
we're hot.
I've gotten
The
trivia
answers
right
are
before, but I've never gotten an answer right without
The,
getting
the answers are just manifesting themselves now. The Dwarf Football League's going to be.
Yes.
Guys,
It's like
I'm so
Jeopardy.
sorry. Like,
You're good.
No. Hold on. It's like Jeopardy where you give the answer and now we have to say the clue.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what is the team from South Carolina that won a championship in 2016?
Absolutely.
That's how you play.
There it is. David, listen, if anybody wants to call in with trivia questions and give us the answer first, that'd be great.
That'd be great. I'm such a huge fan of it.
Definitely, man. But now, hey, it's all good, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, well. Anyway, but yeah, my bad about that. But I can at least turn it into a fun fact, and that
Yes.
Obviously, recruiting in college football is super important, and for the most part, you can't win without it. So the question that I was going to ask you guys that will now turn into a fun fact is that Clemson in 2016 was the last team to win the national championship, in that 4-year span, which included the national championship, they were out of the top 10 in recruiting in three of those 4 years per 24/7 Sports.
Yeah.
Only team, or not only team, last team to accomplish that.
Well, that's why.
Out of the recruiting.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's why it shows you, and even though that's just 1 year out of many, I saw a stat where Georgia signed like an oodle of 5-star and 4-star tight ends, yet Iowa has more NFL production from 3-star guys. Now, that's probably going to change over time with what Georgia's doing. We just had Brock Bowers on. But it just shows you that it's not – stars do matter, right? In aggregate, stars are important because the fan base, it gives you momentum. It gives you momentum with other recruits. But it doesn't guarantee a player's going to be good. A coach always has to trust his evaluation. If it just so happens that the guy's a 5-star guy, that's great. He's a 4-star guy, that's great. But it's a balance. It's not just recruiting in stars, and it's not just going out there trying to find diamonds in the rough or be somebody that's like, oh, I found him out of nowhere just to make a point. It's a good balance. You have to trust your eye. That's why when you're watching recruiting tape, a lot of times guys will just put on the tape, let the tape run, let the coaches see it, get their input, and then say, well, this guy's a 4-star from Kissimmee, Florida also. They won't say, hey, this guy's a 5-star, and then show you the tape because you're going to have predetermined thoughts on the player. So that's kind of a little trick of the trade there in the recruiting war room, David. But listen, man, great stuff as usual. We always appreciate you, and I'll see you in the group chat.
Thanks, David.
Yes, sir.
See you, man. All right, the lines are hot. Let's get to Cody from Illinois.
Here we
Cody.
go.
All right, who is ready for a QB 10 update?
Oh,
Let's do it.
Oh,
Here we go.
Come on.
All right, how's it been going?
Ball
All
out,
right.
kid.
We have number 10 Michigan, 3-0 versus 3-0 Wisconsin, and this is in the big house.
Okay. And let everybody know,
All
David
right.
Cohn's the quarterback, a freshman David Cohn on NCAA.
True freshman starting quarterback.
99
number 10,
overall.
David Cohn. Yeah, I wish it was a 99 overall. That would,
Yeah, don't we both?
make these stats a whole lot better.
Oh, that's not a good. That's not good.
Oh, that's
Do we
not
want
good.
the stats first or the
Yeah, I want the
score?
stats
No,
first.
Yeah.
did we win the game?
No, stats first.
All right. 12 of 25 for 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Stop turning it
Two
over.
picks, man. You can't throw
And-
2 picks.
We have an injury update on this game.
No.
Don't worry, it's not the quarterback. The quarterback is not injured. But
Cody.
Not
Jesus,
Mike Hart.
Cody.
Mike
halfback
Hart.
number 20
Not Mike
is
Hart.
out for the next 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
He will be missing the next 2 weeks, but his backup did come in handy. Halfback number 3 out of
Okay.
East Grand Rapids.
Hey,
Kevin
Grady. Kevin Grady
He
coming in
had
big.
13 carries. He had 13 carries for 140 yards.
Whoa.
And a touchdown.
13
Helping
carries?
Michigan win this game 24-21.
Beat Wisconsin in the big house.
Wow.
baby. Let's go.
Against all odds.
We're rolling, Cody.
What level is this on? Like, what's the difficulty?
Don't ask questions.
We're playing-
Hey, it doesn't
we're playing-
matter. He's
We're
still-
winning, man.
Heisman.
It's Heisman?
It's Heisman?
Heisman, yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I love to hear it.
And we're simming each of these games?
We're
Why are you
spinning each of them, yes.
Okay.
Wow, Cody.
I don't know if he's getting there in the fourth quarter and making adjustments. You know, like, I got.
Hey, don't. First
no,
off,
you
don't-
can't actually.
Yeah. Hey,
When
don't
you start
think.
How
simming,
dare you?
You super sim it, like you can get in there and do it.
Hold on, Cody.
240 through the
Why
air.
are you always trying to assume the worst in people?
I'm not at all.
You got a bad habit.
I just
of
want to
that.
know the details about the situation. Sorry if I ask
Flailing
questions.
duck.
Yeah,
Sorry
like
if I
it
ask
just
questions.
no. It's not asking questions. It's you're
See,
making
Kevin
some-
Grady went
no,
for
I just
130
literally
on the
asked
ground.
questions.
We're out here winning.
I literally just asked questions.
Yeah, Blaine looks at everybody's shoes and wonders if like children. That's
See, and he just roped you right in. That's how he does it.
God,
He's got his
just-
ways
hey, a
about
push is
it.
a
Hold on,
win.
set
a
it.
push is a win.
Set the hook.
Hey, a push is a
set
win.
the hook and just yank it back. Just yank it
A
back.
push is a win because it's not a loss. Remember that.
You know what? I'm not even upset about it because we're 4-0, Cody, and this was a great way to end the week.
Yes.
Yep, 4-0, and then next week we're going to Minneapolis for the Little Brown Jug.
Can't wait. Let's bring that
It's gonna
thing
be a
back
big
to
one.
Ann Arbor.
Let's see if PJ can
Never leave the jug up
row
there.
that
I want to see what
boat.
this team looks like without Mike Hart.
You heard Kevin Grady went for 130.
I don't know.
All right.
Wisconsin's not athletic.
We got backs for days. It's running back you. All right.
Oh,
Move
Cody,
on.
thanks, bud.
Cody. All right, Jacob in Illinois. What's going on, Jacob?
Hey, guys. I've been a lifelong Notre Dame football fan, and I was hoping to ask a couple questions about the
Of
team.
course,
for you.
dude.
Can't wait.
Okay, so Marcus Freeman is entering his second year as head coach after sort of a disappointment. So I was wondering how you think he's going to rebound, and if second question, if the new playoff format is going to force them to join a conference with like the first round buys and everything.
Yeah. Number one, look, I believe in what Marcus Freeman's doing up there. He's obviously young in his tenure. Getting Sam Hartman out of the portal was
Huge.
humongous. The way that Notre Dame's recruiting, the momentum they have there, I think they can get kind of a Notre Dame's a national brand. We know that. But I think this guy can be as effective in recruiting as anybody that Notre Dame's had for a long time. He's part of that new wave of young coach as well. You know, you look at Shane Beamer, you go around the country and look at some of these guys that embrace social media. You know, you remember the Hangover video that he did. But he's also a great motivator. He can get the most out of guys. So look, there's going to be some bumps and bruises because Notre Dame's schedule, and we have joked in the past about Notre Dame being independent and do they really play anybody, consistently. You can't argue that, especially for the next couple of years. So I think Marcus is going to get it right. Getting Sam Hartman is huge. I think Notre Dame's going to have a better year this year. I don't think they're going to lose to a team like Marshall. They're more proven in other places. I love what they have going up front as well, and that's where the game's won and lost. And as far as them joining a conference, I don't know if the expansion of the playoff is going to do it as much as the ever-changing landscape of college football. The conference reduction is what I call it. I don't call it conference expansion. With that NBC deal that they have, obviously they're the prettiest girl at the dance when it comes to TV rights. They could single-handedly save a conference that is falling down. So I think it's more of them getting in, not just to be able to get that bye, which we know is huge. If you don't know what he's talking about, if you're a top seed, then you get a bye winning your conference. Obviously, Notre Dame is independent. They're not in a conference. But I think conference reduction, as I call it, is what's going to force them into joining a conference eventually. Not soon, but eventually, as opposed to the not being able to get a bye because they are independent. But I would have a lot of confidence.
And keep in mind, they play mostly an ACC schedule, which Sam Hartman transferring from Wake Forest, he's seen a lot of these defenses. Now you get the Buckeyes at home, you get Southern Cal at home, and you go on the road to Clemson. There's going to be some great opportunities.
Just take care of Navy week 1.
Yeah.
Just take care of Navy week 1. It's always
and that one is neutral site, I believe,
correct.
Navy week 1.
Yeah.
Gonna be fun, man.
Jacob, I would be confident. I would not. You're never sure. There's no guarantees in this, but I would be a lot more confident right now. I do think Marcus Freeman, at the end of the day, was the right move, and that's going to come to fruition here in the next couple of years.
Thanks for calling, man.
Thanks, Jacob.
Appreciate it, Jacob.
You guys want to keep it rolling?
Let's keep it rolling.
Anthony, Tennessee. What's going on, Anthony?
What's up,
Hey guys, two Eagles here.
What's up?
It's been a minute since I called because switched around my shift that I worked. But
Gotcha. We appreciate it, man.
guys, the Dwarf Football League. I have a couple of ideas for local.
Oh yes, please. I'm locked. I'm locked in.
So Minneapolis obviously has to be one. Little Rock also is another place.
Little Rock.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So easy. How did we miss that?
How did we miss that?
You're both fired.
I was just thinking that, not only would I watch, I would go to games.
You'd have to, right?
It's half
they
price.
had snack packs and Lunchables.
Lunchables, okay.
Lunchables, pizza Lunchables.
Okay.
Pizza Lunchables.
Pizza.
We're not doing the ham and cheese.
No, I like those too.
No, but we're doing pizza.
I think here's
I don't like pizza Lunchables.
Here's the real question. We want finger foods, mini-sized foods, but do we go mini foods, huge beers?
Of course.
Yeah, that's the play.
Yeah.
That's got to be the play.
Are you trying to kill people with alcohol poisoning?
I mean, no.
Kill them with kindness and a good time.
Yeah, we're trying to kill them with kindness.
Yeah, these people are grown-ups. Well,
yeah, kind of.
Plus, you can't do the glizzy straw with a mini glizzy. That doesn't really work.
Yeah, that is true. Like a little smoky.
We're so canceled.
Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we're not. They have dwarf wrestling. They have lingerie football. No, this is what we're creating jobs.
Yeah, it's good for the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the midget wrestling actually has some pretty good traction.
It's taken
off,
off.
Apparently. So.
It's reached heights they never thought it would.
It's a lot of growth.
But I did have a question. About SEC West.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of smoke coming out about everyone's picking Alabama and LSU at the top. I personally am as an Auburn fan. It hurts me to say because when Houston Nutt was at Arkansas, I grew to hate Arkansas. I hated when we played Arkansas because you never knew who was going to have a career day. Whenever
100%.
Yeah. Especially at 11 o'clock and Jefferson Pilot.
But Arkansas scares me.
I've never been sober and vomited that many times, but go ahead.
I feel like KJ Jefferson and Rocket are just a dynamite 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know what you guys think the chances are of Arkansas coming out of the West.
I think it's going to be. I think right now I'm leaning toward LSU. Like I said, I give my predictions at the end of fall camp. The question for Arkansas is not going to be KJ Jefferson or Rocket Sanders. You know what you're going to get from them.
Yep.
It's defensively. I like what they've done in the portal. You're bringing in T. Will, old UCF defensive coordinator. They're going to be aggressive, but it's the depth, right? It's the depth up front. You lose Bumper Pool, you lose Drew Sanders, you lose Catalan, who I know was beat up all the time, but going to Texas, I think it's going to come down to them up front. The schedule's easier to navigate than it was last year, even though easy's probably not the best way to put it. You have lighter and heavier, but nothing would shock me. I just don't know if they have some of the horses. I don't know if they have enough to win the race right now. But Anthony, we appreciate it, buddy.
2 Eagles.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Let's
go
one?
30 seconds. Let's go 30
right.
seconds call.
Pete the Greek. You got 30 seconds. What you got?
What's up, P?
Hey, fellas. How you doing? I'm all over the place today, so I'm going to keep it short and brief.
Love it, man.
My league name is the Miami Minnows. That's what I want, Art.
Wow,
that's a pretty good league name.
God, this is some good stuff.
This is taking off already.
Unlike the Florida fan, I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you guys some homework.
Okay.
Go check out Sound of Freedom. Go check that movie out.
Yeah, I've only
Sound of Freedom. Yeah.
What's
Please
up with
do that.
none of the movie theaters working where they play Sound of the Freedom?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
They they have their own agenda, but you guys have such a good format. Get the word out. And
For sure.
Last thing is Jake, you might have competition. I sent you a link so you can check out the Iranian Dwarf team. They might have the market cornered on you, buddy. Check it out.
No way.
Nah, they don't have it cornered. I just watched Saudi Arabia overtake the PGA Tour. Look,
Love you
anything's
guys.
possible.
Hey,
Love
Pete,
you,
we
Pete.
appreciate it, man. You guys
Appreciate it.
spaces are fantastic. Pete does a really good job. Talks a lot of Florida State as well. It's he
Love
does a
it.
good job.
They're gonna be good this year.
You want another 15 seconds?
Yep, let's go.
Steve, you have 15 seconds. Steve in Ohio, what's going on?
Okay, since I only have 15 seconds, I'm not going to do my trivia. I am just going to correct Kirk from Canada.
Oh, boy.
No.
Correct him quick.
Joey Votto was the 2010 MVP.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
I was about to say.
I didn't know Joey Votto was Benjamin Button.
That's okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Hey, Steve, call Monday.
That
We'll
makes
do the
more- that
trivia,
makes
man.
more
We always look
sense.
forward to it.
Back Monday for trivia.
That's
All right.
exactly
100%,
right.
Steve.
Thanks, Steve. All right, we got to go. The other Max on the line, other guys on the line. Y'all call in next week, please.
For sure.
Yeah, Monday. So remember the word, Pongo. Okay, here we go. We got bets. 2-0. First off, Vlad Guerrero Jr., what I say,
That's crazy.
came through, hit a tank, snuck
Give
one
him
out to
a
right.
pep
Yeah, I
talk,
needed
man.
news. So guess what I'm going to say again today? All right, Guardians, rich homie Stevie Kwan. Come on, man. Got you on my fantasy team. Got you on my bets. I need a 3 for 5 day. Maybe a couple doubles. All right, and then go order a couple doubles on me. So here's what I got. Guardians are Indians. Who cares? They're the Redskins of the MLB. Give me Cleveland, plus 100 on the money line. And then Pittsburgh, the Pirates, versus the Angels. Ohtani, Oviedo, little Nerfy. Nerfing USA, minus
Nerfing
125.
USA.
David, what do you
I'm
got?
going double Nerfy too. Let's go Padres, Tigers Nerfy minus 110, and then Yanks, Royals Nerfy plus 100.
And then?
then?
What do you got?
All right, I'm going Yanks money line. So you know that's definitely not going to hit.
Wow.
Give me Mariners money line, little parlay. Going off at plus 116. Then give me the Braves money line.
Really?
Yeah, minus 120.
On the road now, Brooklyn.
At home, by the way, Spencer Strider was striking. He was striking out more.
Yeah, well, he didn't
He's
get the
striking
win,
out.
so.
He's like,
Yeah, I don't know who was on strike more, Spencer Strider or the
actor.
writers in Hollywood.
Like he's averaging 11 strikeouts a game.
Yeah, it's like, guess what? You're out. Baby Cone, he's going to take the Giants, also known as the Gigantes for our Hispanic friends, and the Nationals Nerfy plus 100, and then the Mets and the Red Sox. Ooh, that'll be a good series. Nerfy minus 105. Can we throw up the standings? Do it every Friday. We do Booster Club bets, obviously, where I put out a tweet, put it on Facebook. Right now, Tyson's right hook is boat racing everyone. He's up almost 16 units.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, he's up 13 units in Major League Baseball. That is saucy.
That's insane.
That is that next. Who's next? I don't have Hawkeye vision. What is it? Plus
Neftink.
Neftink, but like, what's he at? What is
12
it?
and 5. He's up 6 units.
He's up 6 units.
13 and 7.
Long way to go.
2 units.
Cody Nason up there.
Long way to go. And let's see. He just needs Tyson just needs 3 more bets to hit the threshold. So.
Oh, what's the threshold again?
22.
Okay.
22. So, anything real quick?
Yeah, no, I mean, we got some donations.
It's over,
we gotta
yeah.
get to. I mean, Ultimate Camaro, $5 donation. He says, of these teams that haven't won a World Series, the NBA Finals, or Super Bowl, which team is more likely to win their first title? Anybody know the team off their head? Which team do y'all think would win one?
Oh, man.
Bengals.
Yeah. Have the Bengals not won one? I like that pick.
I'm going to go Bills.
I like
Jeff Druin says, $2 donation. Appreciate it. Team in Kansas called the Oompa Loompas is a must.
Yes.
Patrick Rye, $5 donation. Houston Halfman, Willington Willows, the Hartford Hobbits, Snow White, and the Seattle Dwarves.
I don't know. I've never heard him in the chat before, but that's hilarious.
I love it. Little push today.
Little push.
Push, okay.
In the loss.
Push. Still play our
Not a
draft.
loss.
Today.
Cole?
We don't have to do it.
Do it.
Now we have to.
No, wait. Yeah, now we have to. What'd you say?
Should Flaming and Blanket count towards Flaming Dragon Fridays?
Of course not.
They're going to say yes. 63%.
No.
No, 61%.
Really?
Yes, 39%. Booster Club, you're all dead to me.
No, thank you guys.
The 61% who voted no, just know that your house is going to be on fire.
Yeah. I want to let you guys know we're like 8,000 subs away from 100,000, which is crazy to think about on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, go do that. Go grab a friend.
Cal Kennedy, real quick, he's throwing a challenge flag. Apparently, Jake said the government name back to back, and it should be at 3.
No. You already used your challenge. You already used your challenge.
I need you looking at
your challenge.
that right now.
Yeah, you triple seven. Sorry, hey.
Don't go back the next week and say, oh, hey, that was a
Derek
well
gets
done.
me in
Well
there.
done.
It blows my mind.
Anyways,
Thank
thank you guys for checking us out. Got some great content next week, including Shane Beamer, Woody Marks, running back from Mississippi State. We got a ton more interviews. Very excited about that. Make sure you check us out, subscribe, and like the chances of Flaming being against the rules on a Flamin' Dragon Friday.
Keeping a name
communist.
count.
We're going, gone.
Blaine's stupid.